Okay, so game 4 between San Miguel Beer at TNT Tropang Giga. So this game, I actually went to the game. So pagbigyan nyo na ako guys. Wala mo ng, hard-hitting play-by-play pretentious analysis from me. This is going to be more of a reaction o kung ano yung napanood ko live. Kasi I actually went to the game. Nag-drive ako papuntang Pasay. So ngayon medyo wala akong energy or brain power, to dissect the place or what happened sa game. So, isa-share ko na lang ano yung thoughts ko about it. Since napanood ko naman ng live, we actually had good seats. Actually, maganda yung view. Hindi ko alam kung ako lang to, pero gusto kong view lagi sa arena. Like, di ba ito yung court? Ito yung, yan yung court. Ito yung likod ng ring, which is laging iniiwasan ng lahat yan. And then, ito yung pinupuntahan ng majority. Especially sa upper box kasi yun yung similar sa TV. Pero in my opinion, okay, sa rectangle na to, sa court, gusto ko dito, sa kanto, kasi hindi siya nakakapagod panoorin. Like, kasi pag nandito ka sa gilid ko, for example, just sa parang TV, every baba, susundan mo yung bole. Nakakapagod siya. Pero pag nandun ka sa kanto, like, isang line of sight lang siya. Ganun-ganun ka lang ng on. Anyway, hindi yun yung point. So, this game, I feel like, kasi hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga sinabi ng commentator, anong press release about this game. As in, kauwi ko lang, diretso. As in, pag uwi ko, hindi pa nga ako nagbibihis wala pang hilamos. Tuminom lang ng konting tubig. Upo kagad ako dito sa booth, sa computer, record kagad. So, wala pa akong influence kung anong, reaction ng outside world. Kumbaga, nasa loob pa ako ng bahay ni Kuya. Hindi pa ako nakakalabas. Hindi ko pa alam anong balita about this game. Pero, nangyari sa loob ng game, nangyari within the game, I feel like was very heated. I think it's a very heated game. First quarter pa lang, Tiongson, tsaka Vosotros, as in pagpasok pa lang, tinuturo na ng lahat ng tao sa arena kung ano yung mga nangyayari, nagkakabigayan na agad. Marami mga, fouls or the lack thereof, both sides. Nagkaroon ng taunting, tapos nagka-taunting din naman sa kabila, which is hindi rin alam mo yun, like, very heated game siya na parang both sides hindi masaya sa ginawa nila, pero I feel like after this game, merong isang team specifically na hindi masaya sa kabilang team because of, the celebrations and all. Pero in my opinion, yung quote and quote, yung ginagawa na showboating or yung celebrations na Jericho Cruz, I didn't mind it. I actually, nag-cheer din ako. Kasi it was very, yung place kasi na yun, yung basket si Jericho Cruz, lahat yun big shots. Like, hindi ko siya ma-explain on why. Pero siguro, combination of degree of difficulty, the timing, yung kung ano yung sinundan niya na play beforehand bago siya makashoot, na parang laging hindi siya pamatay sunog pero pamatay moral. Tapos pagka-shoot niya, magse-celebrate siya ng gano'n, which is pag tinignan mo yung kabilang side, yung TNT, talaga nade-deflate sila. Makikita mo na nagde-deteriorate sila mentally. Kada makakashoot si Jericho Cruz ng mahirap na, step back 3-pointer sa kanto. Yung mga ganong tipo na tira. Tapos makakashoot si Chris Ross ng 4-pointer before the half. Ang takeaway ko rito is that merong case na yes, medyo nag-over-celebrate ang SMB. Pero ibigay na natin sa SMB kasi kumbaga ito na yung bawi nila sa game 1. So let's give it to them. Let's not complain about it. Ito na yung moment nila, to get their revenge. I feel like buong series nila na hino-hold tong grudge na to. So let's give it to them. Bakit ba let's? Tumicheer nga rin ako sa SMB. Actually, SMB panggap akong SMB fan kanina. Kasi yung kasama ko SMB fan. So, sabi ko, okay, hindi mo na ako Hinebra today. SMB ako today. And to be fair, actually, I would give my respects. I would give my hat to SMB fans kasi I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game. Parang 65% ng MOA Arena kanina, lahat SMB fans. And yung atmosphere, ayoko magkumpara kasi alam ko naman na magkakapatid lang tayong mga Hinebra, San Miguel, Magnolia, kapatid sa labas. Anyway, pag, Hinebra kasi, sanay ako sa Hinebra atmosphere. So, kanina yung atmosphere sa loob ng MOA Arena was similar. Ano siya, like, dikit siya. Hindi nalalayo and it was very, it was very fun. A good experience, to say the least. Mas nag-enjoy ako kanina. And itong part na to ng video, titigil ako na mag-yap, share ko na yung thoughts ko about it talaga. Ito talaga yung feedback ko or yung takeaway ko sa game na to. Gusto ko lang magbigay ng credits kay Coach Leo. Bago pala kay Coach Leo, gusto ko munang mag-apologize temporarily kay Jeron Teng for this conference only. mag-expire din after ng conference. Gusto ko mag-apologize kay Jeron Teng na magti-trickle down din naman to kay Coach Leo kasi Coach Leo enabled Jeron Teng to play naturally sa kung saan siya nag-excel even nung college days niya, which is playing the 4 position, power forward, small ball 4. And putting Jeron Teng sa posisyon, nilalagay ni Coach Leo si Jeron to succeed. And yun na nga doon ako pupunta. Si Coach Leo kasi, I feel like he's the type of coach that will serve his team. Kasi gusto niya manalo yung team niya. He will serve the team rather than himself. Kasi yung mga ginagawang desisyon si Coach Leo sa loob ng court. Like for example, Jeron Teng, second quarter, lagi siyang spark. Pero hindi natin nakikita ng second half si Jeron Teng. Kasi yung tulong ni Jeron Teng, andito na yun eh. Hindi ko na ipapasok si Teng sa second half kasi it's Jericho Cruz time. It's Chris Ross time. It's Junmar time. Kumbaga si Coach Leo, wala siyang agenda inside his head na kailangan niyang patunayan. Na meron siyang formula sa utak niya na alam niyang gagana every time gagawin niya. Second half, okay, Jericho Cruz, Chris Ross, Martillo Gang. I put Mawala Tautua, diba? I put Rodney Bronjal alongside Junmar kasi this works. Sure ako nagagana to second half. Yun yung maganda kay Coach Leo kasi. Si Coach Leo, yes, is not the most creative coach out there, pero he sticks to what works. Alam niya kung ano yung formula to win and pinaninindigan niya, ginagawa niya yun. He doesn't shy away from it. If ang strategy natin is Junmar Fajardo, Rodney Bronjal, or Mo Tautua, pick and roll sa isang side, yung isa nakaabang sa dunker, ito gagawin natin. If ang game plan natin today is to dump everything to Junmar Fajardo, space out kayo lahat sa 3-point line, yun ang gagawin natin. So meron lang siya mga 2-3 formula na sure siya nagagana at nagsistick siya doon. It doesn't let, the game flow or the game situation to influence kung paano siya magko-coach. Okay, Wami Chongson, medyo mainit-init ka today. I don't care. You're still going off the bench kasi ang game plan ko is to put Jericho and Ross. Factor ka pa rin off the bench pero hindi ko babaguhin yung game plan ko because maganda laro mo na first half. Merong formula si Coach Leo and sinusundan niya yun. And yun yung gusto kong ibigay na credit kay Coach Leo. And that's why SMB is much more tougher as a team. Much more difficult to beat. Mas ramdam mo na malalim sila. Mas ramdam mo na marami silang players na capable to explode like Jericho Cruz tonight or even Don Trollano. Kasi they have a coach na consistent ng alam niya ina-expect niya from his players. So ikaw yung player, alam mo rin kung ano yung kailangan mo ibigay kasi you understand kung ano yung kailangan ni coach. And that's why this San Miguel team feels more cohesive kumpara sa mga previous iterations nila under Coach George Gallen. Kasi Coach Leo knows what he wants. Coach Leo knows kung ano dapat gawin. And yung players din nagre-respond. And that's why I feel like this SMB team is much more dangerous now compared to the previous conferences. And yun lang naman yung thoughts ko about it. I think mahaba na tong video na to. Sa edit down siguro mas maikse. Pero yes, medyo sabaw na yung utak natin right now. So yun lang yung kaya ko ibigay. Apologies. Pero ito yun.